My name is Scott Tucker. Since 2004, I have traveled the globe in search of adventure, culture, and wildlife. And after producing 100 short documentaries and broadcasting them across the entire U.S., it's finally dawned on me. This must be too good for mainstream media. I don't take vacations. This is not a hobby. We are totally out of the box.
Okay, listen, this is a true story. We're at a Walmart parking lot to meet our fossil guide, Fred from Paleo Discoveries. Race and I are walking out with 2 gallons of water, okay? All right, I caved. I bought something at Walmart, 2 gallons of water, drinking water, and I'm speaking to him about something. And all of a sudden, there's a silence, and he doesn't know what I'm saying. He wasn't even listening. So I said, look, I'm not angry. You weren't paying attention to me. It's okay, but what were you thinking about? And long story short, the little rascal said, nothing. I wasn't thinking about it. I said, listen, you could tell me if it's too private. He said, no, I'm not gonna. It's not private. Nothing. Do you realize people have spent their entire lives, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to clear their mind and have nothing to feel and experience and think nothing. That's like the purest form of meditation. My son at the age of 12 has already found that. Expedition Earth, stick with us.
And in what seems like a millisecond later, we join with Fred of Paleo Discoveries and we're on the Peace River, canoeing down a small tributary in search of the megalodon fossil teeth we've all been dreaming about. Check this out.
How do you end up with a job like a prince? You're like the prince. Dude, too hard. You got a giant log up ahead there. You're not going to take the canoes any further. Oh, by the way, we just canoed up about 20 minutes. Right, Race?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, Race did a great job right in the middle, kind of just looking at us. We got a group of another 8 people or so coming, and if all goes well, we're going to be into the fossils shortly. We got one guy already knows what he's doing. He's already started. He's going for the mastodon, the complete mastodon skull. Look at him. Look at him. He knows where it is. No. Water temperature can't be any bit colder than, I'm going to say 78 degrees, because it's just gorgeous.
So usually what you look for is a lot of rubble and black rocks. Yeah. And this is unless it's all in the center, it's not going to be here.
It's just too silty. It's too silty here.
Yeah, once you find like stone and black rock and stuff, that's where you're going to find your best.
Yeah, that water skimmer there, he's cruising.
The next thing you know, we're directed to get out of the canoes and walk it up the river. There's alligators in here. Didn't anyone tell you that?
We're on a tributary of the Peace River. We got 6 canoes. And this is crazy because the water level is much higher than it normally would be this time of year. So you have no real easy access. You've got to canoe in. And we're only about another 400 feet away, so we're going to attempt to just get our canoe up there by walking. And then once we get there, there's a trip hazard right there. Either that or,
I think we tend to look at rivers as these static things that simply just continues to flow and everything stays as is, but they're really like these conveyor belts. And over time, everything's getting lowered. You can't just simply look at a river and say, wow, it's the same depth it is today as it will be a year from today and 10 years from today. It's slowly eroding away history. We had done our homework. And as you can imagine, within minutes, we were already sifting through the gravel looking for fossils. But what would they look like, even if we saw them? But we weren't alone. And right next to us was someone that had been doing this for years and had already scored some huge megalodon teeth.
Gotta turn
Oh my God, look at this.
What'd you get? That's a tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a serrated edge.
Oh, that's cool.
That's got a serrated edge, dude.
That's cool. Well, look at shark tooth.
Another one. We got 2 shark teeth. First shovel full.
Yeah, one's got serrations. That one's cool. Put him in the little.
You got a pouch for him?
Yeah.
So wait a minute, it just occurred to me, after all these years of trying to get Race to do a little bit of work around the house and the yard with shovels and rakes, he's never once ever volunteered. And now look at him.
Anything.
So, oh, that was nothing.
What's that thing right there?
Ooh, huge tooth. Look at this.
With a little bit of luck and a little bit of research, we've identified a lot of these teeth. This one appears to be a lemon shark, or an extinct form of a lemon shark. You also have shark teeth that we've found that odds are don't exist anymore. Makos, lemons, tigers, they still exist, but a lot of the sharks, like the snaggletooth shark, is extinct. So you found a tooth of a species that's long left the planet.
Here's some clam.
Oh, a tooth! A gorgeous tooth!
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a beauty.
All right.
Okay, the big ones.
And it really serves as a testament to the strength of the enamel of these shark teeth. Nothing else exists today after 10 to 14 million years. The only thing is the teeth. Sharks are cartilaginous. They just have cartilage. There's no bones.
Oh, the clams too. Oh man, this is crazy.
And equally as perplexing is what were sharks doing all the way inland from the coast of Port Charlotte. It's really simple. The coast of Florida was not what it is today. Florida was covered in water.
Here's one.
But even more astonishing, that when we talk about the end of an ice age, we're only talking about a few degrees centigrade in change of overall temperature. This is why we've got to pay attention today. Expedition Earth, stick with us.
Ooh, it's a jaw.
That is a jaw. Yep.
Nice.
Nice find.
We have probably found 50 to 80 shark teeth. Mammal jaws, everything in between. No mastodon, no smilodon. He said odds are slim you're going to see some of that. But take a look at this thing right here. Look at that thing. It's a freaking whopper. I think it's a snaggletooth shark. Oh, by the way, I'm standing in some red ants. It's been suggested I don't stand here too long. And at this point, all I could say is Race is flipped out. Look in the bag here. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Look at them. Shark teeth. Mammal jaws. Shark teeth. Crazy. Nice sized ones, too. I don't want to get bit by the red ants, so I am going to move out of here. I'm starting to get a little stupid, okay? A little maybe hypothermic. Unfortunately, you're in the water, even though it's warm. You're dehydrating, and it won't take long before you are dehydrated. This kid is obsessed. He's got me back in the river, and he's ready to do some more screening. Okay, this is an amazing tooth. I don't know if you can get a good look at that thing, but yeah, just look at that size of that thing. That's a beautiful tooth. Look at the serrated edges. Race and I we've been at it here for a solid 3+ hours. I am hypothermic, I think, at this point. My lower half of, look, this is where we've been standing.
in a river, kind of in the middle of a kind of a jungly area here. Look at this thing Race found. Put it in the middle right there. Look at that thing. It's a gorgeous tooth. Snaggletooth is what we think it is?
Yeah.
Snaggletooth. Different types of extinct sharks.
Oh, and a dolphin tooth.
And we're pretty sure that's a dolphin tooth. Or a whale tooth, a small whale. But you've got 10 to 14 million years of history here. Of course, there could be things as early as 10,000 years ago, but you're back 10 to 14 million years in this area, this little tributary, the Peace River. Race is he's just nonstop. This is the first time I'm like begging, please let me take a break. But I have to take a shovel and dig in the heavy currents to get to the areas where there's no silt. You want to get to the gravel. And Race is doing all the sifting. He's got the eagle eye. He's seeing them much better than me. I don't think I'm going to make it much longer. As you can see by the swollen and the shriveled nature of my fingers and Race's toes, it looks like we have pretty much expired. But we finally made it to the cabin. What I've been dreaming about. Nice night in a cabin. Oh, look at this beauty.
This is America. Oh my god, I did not notice there was a TV here.
We got a cabin. Oh, look at this.
I call that bunk. And you're going to be in the
Two little bunk beds and a big bed and a... Hold on, where's the bathroom? Hold on.
out the door.
Wait a minute.
Out the door.
Wait a minute.
Bathroom on the way here.
Wait a minute, I got a hell of a deal on this thing. Wait a minute. This is it? This is the whole thing?
Yes, it is.
Where's the bathroom? This is what they meant by a cabin for rent? There's no bathroom? Where do we go to the bathroom?
There is literally a giant forest outside.
We...
Straight out the door at behind the beach.
Are you kidding me? We gotta go do business in the
world
woods?
is your bathroom.
In the woods?
The world is your bathroom.
Well, this is awfully nice of them. We got some... This is Thousand Trails Peace River, and this is Hawaiian Tropical Shampoo and Conditioner. It's nice that we gave us some conditioner and some shampoo, but there's nowhere to take a shower!
There is. We passed by a bunch of bathrooms on the way here, Dad. Now I'm gonna do some homework.
I was curious why I got such a fantastic deal on this place.
They didn't give you any pictures.
All I saw was it was a cabin. I mean, a cabin. You got to think you're scored. You got yourself a cabin for $60 a night. We came all the way here. We're not giving up without a megalodon. We want a megalodon tooth, the biggest shark that ever lived. It could be 60 feet long. We're at Brownsville Park, a place that we heard through all our research. And Race is showing you this amazing little stretch of the Peace River. The bottom line is, they're telling you you're not supposed to fossil hunt right now because it's too, the water level's too high.
Which is true.
So, hold that thought now. Don't try this at home.
Don't try anything this person does at home.
Remember, gators can jump, right?
Yeah, gators can jump. That's why I'm gonna stand back. Bye, Dad.
I do not see, I mean, this is deep. There's no way you're going to be able to fossil hunt right in here. It's way too deep. Gotta do. Sometimes it's worth the risk if you want to go for a megalodon. You want to go for a megalodon? That's a no. Okay, stay tuned, people.
It depends on the conditions of where we're looking.
We're gonna find megalodon. It's the last damn thing we do. I don't care if there's alligators. I don't really care. We're gonna find one. Stick with us. We're at the Peace River campsite. It's There's nobody here. She said you could park and camp anywhere. She gave us a couple good hints as to where the fossil places might be. Look at this. Is that cut down deep? That looks deep.
Yeah.
Look at this. Fairly shallow. I don't know. That cuts off kind of deep. River has cut into these banks. I mean, there could be fossils in here, but it's awfully silty and sandy. This place smells like bull shark to me.
It smells like Florida and river.
Alligator and bull shark.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, we finally found the place here, and we're looking, and all of a sudden there's a splash that sounds like it had to have been at least a 25-pound to 30-pound animal. Race is telling me it's a gator.
Probably. I mean, what else would it be?
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Yeah, once you're jumping around.
There's gotta be gators here. I can feel it. Me.
Okay.
We're gonna have to pay attention. This is definitely not fossil hunting areas here. Also, this is snake territory as well. Remember, a lot of times the gators they'll be sitting waiting. Attempt to pull you in and drown you. What was that? Did you hear that? Way too flooded. There's no chance at a fossil dig right in here. We're gonna have to abort the mission. Check that. Fire ants. Look how red they are. These are fire ants. Can't really stay in one spot too long observing these guys because you will get whacked. But look at the perfect little cylinder they've created. They're able to get right down in there. Ants are basically the inhabitants of the planet that will probably outlive us. They can go long periods of time with nothing. They work with great coordination as a colony, all supporting the queen. Race and I turn around and look at this epic battle between two amazing reptiles. Is he biting him? He's got his... After all my years of researching reptiles, going down to Florida, never seen two anoles locked in a battle like this. One's got the other lockjawed right down tight, so they can't even move. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to analyze a situation. You got two males battling out for territory, and odds are there's a female involved somewhere. Finally, we stumble onto this amazing sand digger. It's extremely rare for me to be walking around in the woods and see so few creatures, but this one stood out with a bright red abdomen and a real propensity to dig. And knowing what Florida could be like when things are really jumping, it's obvious that even though 75 to 80 degrees is beautiful to me,
it's nothing compared to what the temperature is normally up to in these parts. Talking we're 20 degrees cooler than normal.
You know, you get accustomed to no cream, no dairy products when you're out in the wild. You can live without many, many things. Except, of course, we went to the fine Spanish market here and we found some... What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Where? Oh, there it is. He's right above us. Race, it's a raptor. A kestrel hawk, red-shouldered hawk. It's a beautiful creature, whatever it is. Race, he's right above you. Maybe he's pissed we're here, I don't know. What the heck is that? It's gorgeous. Of course, he knows what to do. He knows how not to give us a unimpeded look at him. So he's behind there, but look at him. Where is Andrew when you need him? Look at that beauty. Gorgeous. He's sitting right above us. He was just squawking. If you just tuned in, we heard the calls. We're above the Peace River. We're on a little campsite at the Peace River. Sorry for the... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's gone. Okay, just to give you a little heads up. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a risk. We're at the Peace River. Race and I. We got the shovel here. We got a screener so we can actually look for fossils. We're going to screen. Race and I have already done a couple test pits. Going to walk you down here. But this place... Of course, it's like Alligator Alley down here. We already heard one big freaking splash. And I know there's alligators in here, but god darn it, we came too far to be scared off by a couple of alligators. Right, Mr. Bruno? We're not going to be worried about that. And I know damn well Keith is waiting for me to be eaten, Mr. Barnett. We're dying to watch me get eaten. But that's okay. I love you guys. I know that. You know I'm not going to do anything stupid now. Come on, I'm not stupid. So this is the Peace River. It cuts into 10 to 14 million years of history, and it's just loaded with shark fossils. We're at the local Ace Hardware this morning. For those of you that missed it, the woman, Pam, you know, she's looking at us like, oh God, here's a couple more, you know, northerners, right? She's looking at us, and finally she kind of just takes a liking, I think, to me and Race, and she goes, look, guys, the Peace River connects all the way into Charlotte. She looks at me and she goes, look, the Peace River has bull sharks in it, dude. Bull sharks come all the way up here. You're going to find, you know, you're going to find teeth of bull sharks in this river. Of course, this is the wrong time because the dam level is too high. Not to mention alligators. So this place, which I had never even knew existed, is loaded with prehistoric fossils as well as bull sharks and alligators. I mean, honestly, if you don't mind, I know that one's probably better, but this one should do the trick for what we need. So this one, grab that shovel. Okay, that's our shovel, and then we're gonna make a makeshift screen here out of this stuff right here. It's a 5-foot piece. Pam, you have inspired us now to do something that it's like a dream come true. There's a possibility of a real bull shark.
See, this is why I don't understand how I'm related to it.
Okay, that's about as far as I want to go. Another step further. If you're just joining us, okay, we're on our own little fossil expedition. We're by ourselves. Peace River. We got a little tip on where to go. We were really kind of spooked by the alligators earlier. I'm pretty sure they're all gone now. The gators are gone, right, Race?
This has really become a game of chicken. It's come down to How far out into the middle of this river am I willing to go and possibly get eaten by an alligator? All for the risk of finding my first full and intact megalodon tooth.
Grab one hand, slide it over, just slide it over. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Ready? Be careful, you don't lose any debris. Go slow. Slow, up and down, slow. Slow down. Take a look at what we got. Anything. Take a look at what we got. We're going into the Peace River. Race is going to take the camera. I'm going in.
Okay.
Please keep everybody abreast if there's any emergencies.
Okay.
I realize a lot of people are thinking this is a little crazy, but
It is.
there's a possibility of megalodon teeth here. Yes, there's alligators, possibly even bull sharks, but you know what? We're down here. It's time to do it. It's go time. Could you come out? You got to give it a shot.
I'm not the least bit concerned, America.
Grab the other hand, your other hand.
I'm not seeing anything.
You got to get out into the gravel. I'm gonna have to go under.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do a little reconnaissance. This is not what I had planned. I did not.
I will
hope for
call
this.
the funeral home, okay? You got that? I'm not concerned, America. I never really have been concerned about my father. Oh, you lost your camera.
I think this is gravel right here. Too much silt.
You're not concerned.
Where's my camera?
It's down there. I was just telling you.
Imagine the panic going through my mind. I had already overstayed my welcome in the Peace River and was worried about alligators. I was on overtime, and now I can't find the GoPro.
Where did it come off?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Approximately.
It's like in your area, just in that basic area.
Guys, the GoPro fell off.
Yeah, American can see that.
This is not a good time to be caught without your camera.
I really thought the GoPro had been lost into this watery grave of the Peace River. The current must have swept it away.
Maybe you could ask Russia for some help. They have some submarines, right?
Come on. You sure it didn't fall off over here?
It was, I don't know, I didn't see where it came off, but it's in this general area. I'm gonna start reading some advice. Okay, Stan said to go deep.
Talk about an experiment gone awry. We're on Facebook Live. My friends are giving me advice on where to look. Race is trying to hold back his panic.
Some silt over here, or it's just a gator.
And then a stroke of luck.
I'm looking for the GoPro. God darn it. Ah.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I found the GoPro. Okay. This is a very happy moment.
Well, folks, that'll just about do it for this edition of Expedition Earth. Check back next week for part 3 of Fossilized Shark Teeth. Here's a sneak peek.
We're lost. Okay, it's dark. We're in a labyrinth of trails in the middle of the Peace River habitat.
I will resort to eating you if that